Hey everyone. We are just a few days away from New Year's Eve.
That's right.
And for a lot of us,
Yeah.
that means thinking about resolution.
Resolutions, for sure.
So in this deep dive, we're going to tackle a pretty common one,
Okay.
getting in some solid English practice every single day.
I like it.
We've got some great tips pulled straight from this article.
Oh, cool.
It's called New Year's Resolutions, How to Practice English Daily.
Catchy.
But we're not just going to list them off, right?
Okay,
We
yeah.
want to really dig into why these tips actually work.
Absolutely.
So you can, actually make them stick.
Make them work for you.
Exactly.
One thing that really stood out to me in this article was the emphasis on being consistent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's not about, like those crazy long study sessions.
Oh, we hate those.
They just wear you out.
Totally.
It's more about, like, finding ways to make English a natural part of your day.
Okay, so you're saying, like,
Yeah.
instead of cramming in, like, 5 hours of practice on a Sunday,
Ugh.
which I've definitely been guilty of,
We've all been there.
it's better to do, like, maybe 15 minutes every day.
Exactly. Shorter, but more frequent.
But, like, what's the science behind that?
Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
every time you use English,
Mm-hmm.
your brain is actually building these neural pathways
Whoa, really?
dedicated to processing language.
That's fascinating.
So the more you practice, the stronger those pathways get. And it just becomes easier to use the language,
So it's like
Yeah.
building a muscle.
Exactly. Like, one workout won't get you ripped.
You got to be consistent.
You need to train regularly.
That makes total sense.
Right.
But building new habits is hard.
Oh, it can be so tough.
This article mentions something called habit stacking, though.
Oh, yeah. Habit stacking is brilliant.
Can you kind of break that down for us?
Okay, so the idea is you basically take a habit you already have,
Okay.
something you do every day without thinking.
Like brushing my teeth.
Exactly. Or like that first cup of coffee in the morning.
And you attach your English practice to it.
So like while I'm making coffee,
Yeah.
I can put on an English podcast.
Perfect. The first habit becomes a trigger for the second one.
So clever.
That just makes it so much easier to stick with it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
And what about those days where you just like
Oh.
have zero motivation?
We've all been there.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anything.
You just want to veg out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do we stay consistent then?
Okay, this is where choosing the right content comes in.
Okay,
Find something in English that you actually enjoy,
makes sense.
whether it's music, podcasts, movies,
TVs.
TV shows, even video games.
Oh, yeah,
If you're having fun, it doesn't feel like work, right?
totally.
And you'll be way more likely to keep it up.
Like for me, it's those British detective shows.
Oh, nice.
I've learned so much vocab just from binge watching.
That's awesome. But there's a difference between passively consuming and actively engaging.
That's how can we make our practice more active?
Yeah, what are some ways to actually, engage with the material?
So instead of just watching that show straight through,
Okay.
try pausing every now and then.
Okay.
Repeat some phrases out loud.
I see.
Write down any new words.
Gotcha.
Or even summarize what's happening in English.
Oh, good idea.
The article mentions shadowing, too.
What's shadowing?
You basically try to speak along with the actors.
Oh, wow.
It can feel a little awkward at first,
I bet.
but it's amazing for your pronunciation and fluency.
Okay, so to wrap things up,
Yeah.
for anyone who's serious about improving their English in the new year, we've got to focus on consistency.
Yes. Not intensity.
Make English a daily habit.
Through habit stacking.
Find content that we actually like
And enjoy it.
and then actively engage with it.
Exactly. No shortcuts, no cramming.
It's consistent effort.
Small changes that add up over time.
Great advice to head into the new year with.
Yep.
But one last thought for everyone listening.
Okay.
We've talked about building new habits, right?
Yeah.
What about the habits you already have?
Interesting.
Think about it. Could any of them be hacked
Ooh, I like that.
to fit in some fun English practice?
What a great question.
Something to think about.
Definitely.
Keep practicing, everyone, and Happy New Year.
See you next time.